welcome back to my channel. So it is Saturday evening, about 7:30 tonight. We had a busy day today, but now the weather's nice, the sun is setting, it's about 75 degrees out, and we're going to do a few garden projects. I have some plants that need some deadheading. I have some weeds to take care of. I have these zinnias that are blooming, but they need to be staked up, it looks like. And I'd like to take care of these strawberry runners here. They are touching the floor. So come with me while we get some projects done. So the first project we're going to do is address these weeds coming from under the fence here. Looks like I've got some creeping Charlie. I did not realize it until I did a Google search, and that's what came up when I searched the leaf of this weed coming from under my fence from my neighbor's yard. So we are going to tackle that today and get as much of that pulled out as we can. And this is what the weed looks like. It's that scalloped leaf. It's actually a square stem, which is one of the characteristics, and it has a minty scent when you crush it. So that's how I was able to identify what this weed was. I know it's pretty invasive, so we're going to get rid of it right now. So now I'm going to address these strawberry plants. They have a ton of runners hanging down, and I'm actually going to use a technique I learned from Garden Answer. I will link her video down below that explains how to do this. But basically, if you look at these runners here, you can see that this is like basically already a plant, and these little bitty things here are new roots that once they are in the soil for a while, they're going to grow roots, and then I can eventually separate this runner from the mother plant. So I have never done this before, so I'm going to start with 4 and see how it goes, see if this works. I have this on a tray. I have 4 containers there filled with potting soil, and I have this sort of on a tray, and then this pedestal thing. I need to get a better solution for that because that's going to fall over. So I'll find some other kind of table to set these on. But basically I'm going to go in and set these little roots in the wet potting soil and then tack them down with some landscaped staples, and then we'll see what happens. All right, so I got the strawberries cleaned up. I got all those runners cut that I'm not using, and you can see I put that landscape staple down right there at the base of the plant. And from what I understand, you don't really want to bury the crown of the plant. You just want those roots sort of under the soil. And then also definitely don't disconnect that from the mother plant until those have fully rooted. So we've got 4 potential new strawberry plants here. So I will update you with how this little project goes. And then I'm also gonna probably come back out in the morning with a different table for these to sit on, because I feel like that could tip over. So, and that's the projects for today. I got the zinnias tied up with some posts and some string. I don't think this is a permanent solution, but it's at least something for right now. And I think eventually when these are blooming, I'm gonna cut them all back pretty hard, and then I think that they'll flush out some new blooms, and hopefully we can get them to grow straight up rather than falling down. I really do think that was had a lot to do with the rain that we had. They really flopped over after a rain. And then I also got this little lavender cut back. There was just a few, spent blooms there. And then the daisies. These seem to all bloom at one time for the most part, so I cut out any of them that were looking like they were turning. So there's still a pretty good amount of daisies left. Last year I did not have a rebloom on these. I cut them all the way back when they were done, and I didn't see a rebloom. So I don't know, I'll be interested to see what happens this year, to see if they come back. These are the Daisy May from Proven Winners, so it'll be interesting to find out what happens. All right, well, I want to thank you all for watching my garden maintenance projects today. I hope you enjoyed, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more gardening content.